Welcome to qnawire.
Question, which is problem number 97, chapter 1, Intros Chemistry, Structure, and Properties. We're told that of hydrogen cyanide is composed of 0.29 grams of hydrogen and 4.06 grams of nitrogen. We're told that this sample of hydrogen cyanide, which has 3.3, should find the mass of carbon. So the first approach in tackling this question is, since we've been given the masses of two elements of this compound, hydrogen cyanide, we know we're missing one element here, which is carbon. So all we have to do is determine the mass of this carbon. Right, so the sum of the masses of these three elements should give us the total mass of hydrogen cyanide. The question is given as 7.83 grams. So all we have to do is subtract the sum of this from the total mass of this compound. So adding 4.06 and 0.29, we end up with 4.35 grams. So 7.83 grams minus 4.35 grams should give us the carbon. And this is going to give us 3.48 grams. So that's the mass of carbon we have. So in this sample, we can then determine the composition, that is the mass composition of carbon. And the mass composition of carbon, right? The mass composition of carbon is essentially going to be 3.48 grams divided by 7.83 grams. Now, for solving this, you see that the mass composition is 0.444. Right? So now that we know the mass composition of carbon in this hydrogen cyanide, we can use that mass composition and supply that mass of this hydrogen in order to get what the mass of carbon is. So the mass of carbon here is essentially the mass composition that we determined, 0.444 times the total mass of hydrogen cyanide for this sample, which is 3.37 grams. And upon solving this, find out that the mass of carbon is 1.50 grams. So that's the mass of carbon in the 3.37 grams of hydrogen cyanide sample.